wanted to ask you about what Ambassador Shui Tiankai said recently to the
Who?
Wall Street Journal. Ambassador Shui Tiankai, the Chinese ambassador
Yes.
To the United States. His thought was that there would be a real risk to the global markets if there wasn't a deal, that they could become fragmented as well. How big are the stakes if you can't reach a deal?
Look, the ambassador makes a point. Now, if he would do his part, or his government would do their part, then we can all make a much better point. That's what President Trump is saying. I mean, I'll read you the quote again. There's a good possibility we can make a deal, and he's open to it. But certain conditions, have to be met. Certain things have to be changed. And the president, again, in the spirit of promises made, promises kept, is going to defend, the interests of American workers and ranchers and small businesses and the economy writ large. Let me just add one other point to this. The rest of the world agrees with us. I mean, we signed at the UN, for example, a trilateral agreement with the EU, the United States, and Japan. Worth looking at that document, which outlines, what they call non-market abuses. Read China. Just recently, before the Shanghai conference, where President Xi was to give an important speech, I'm not sure there was much new there, but in any case, just before that conference, with no prodding from the USA, the ambassadors, the French and German ambassadors to China, wrote a very tough piece going after, again, non-market, unfair, non-reciprocal trading practices. There is broad-based support for the American position here, which is China should change its practices and come into the community of responsible trading nations. They can do that, right? They're a major economy right now. It's not like they were 25 or 30 years ago. We would welcome it. The president has said he's happy to make a deal, but they have to take certain actions and give certain assurances. So,
You'll spend the G20 getting that support around your position from other countries at the G20?
Oh, I'm sure we will. We have in many other forms. Just a couple more. I want Ambassador. Yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Kudlow. Thank you. Yes, he was talking to me. Tariffs are, in effect, a tax on imported products that are paid for by the consumer. So does the president realize that these escalated tariffs are going to be paid for by the American citizens?
Well, look, he realizes the ramifications. As I said earlier, given the strength of our economy, given the size of our economy, we are in position to deal with this and handle this very well. That's the key point. And I'm not so sure about China, but I'll leave that to China experts and so forth and so on. The benefits, let me just look at the other side of the ledger. It's very important. The benefits of true free trade globally will be enormous. If we go back to the idea of zero tariffs and zero non-tariff barriers and zero subsidies, if China plays by the rules, even the WTO rules, and all that needs reforming in our judgment, but they're violating those rules. If we do have a free trading system, or we move in the direction of a free trading system, a true free trading system, we will benefit enormously. Frankly, we will benefit, they will benefit, and the rest of the world will benefit. Now, free trade throws off enormous benefits when it's done properly in consistency and in a reciprocal manner. That's the key point the President emphasizes. He's absolutely right. So, I think of it as possibly a long rainbow here, and at the end of that rainbow is a pot of gold. You open up that pot and you have prosperity for the rest of the world, but you got to get through that long rainbow. We're not there yet. We can get there. The president is reaching out, but we'll see how that works.